theme of betrayal. To some extent, Dr. Afolabi betrays the heads of state. He had been invited to provide a piece of advice on Way Omega strategy. Little are the heads of state aware that he is at the center of the rival group Path Alpha. He influences the introduction of Path Alpha on the agenda and also determines the outcome of the Method Committee. The leader of Libya betrays Engineer Tahir. When Engineer Seif Tahir came back from Paris, France, the leader of Libya was his darling, especially after coming up with the Fist of Allah and supported it fully. After some time, the leader does away with this outfit, and this sets him against Engineer Seif Tahir. The intellectuals, professionals and freedom fighters have been betrayed by the leadership of the continent. All the four men across Africa, Prof Kimani, Comrade Melusi, Pastor Chiamaka and Engineer Tahir, after doing a lot for their mother countries Kenya, Zimbabwe, Nigeria and Libya respectively, were, and are still neglected. They are languishing in poverty and untold suffering. They have been left on their own. The image readers also get of African leaders is that of a coalition of confused and manipulated people. They have suppressed the voices of the civilians who are mere spectators as leaders destroy their source of livelihood. The book is a bold portrayal of post-colonial African countries. It is a continent where the most learned are impoverished because society doesn't value knowledge. Instead, it cherishes ignorance and politicians. African leaders, the so-called the fathers of nations, have betrayed the ordinary people. They are in the offices with the mandate of taking care of the populace, but tragically, this is not the case. The ruler in Zimbabwe betrays Comrade Melusi, whom they fought the white man with. When Zimbabwe gains her independence, the ruler docs not remember to appoint Comrade Melusi a minister. Instead, he only focuses on his Shona people and any dissenting voice silenced. Newborn Walamu betrays Prof Kimani, his former colleague at the university, after he marries Aisio, Prof Kimani's wife. Aisio betrays Prof Kimani, her husband. The predicament the husband gets himself in is not his making. Professors at the University of Nairobi earn peanuts compared to the Member of Parliament. Secondly, it isn't the making for their car to be grounded to necessitate their only daughter to travel using public means and get involved in a grisly road accident. Rather, it's the economic status of the good professor that brings about this challenge. Yoruba culture betrays Dr. Afolabi. There could have been a better engagement between the family and Dr. Afolabi before Nimbo was dropped at Dr. Afolabi's place as a second wife, for this brings about divorce between Dr. Afolabi and Pamela, his wife. Pamela betrays Dr. Afolabi. She does not listen to him. Instead, he hurriedly opts out of marriage and goes back to Boston, only to call after a week to tell him she had filed for a divorce.